Hello everyone, Mark here, Mark's Max Muscle, and we have a whale of a comparison today. The two big ones, Phil Heath and Mamdouh Elssbiay, otherwise known as Big Ramy. This is both of their final versions, their last two times on the bodybuilding stage. Phil Heath, 2018 Mr. Olympia version. This is a picture from his posing routine. I will be not using that album, I am using the other album. Anyway. This is Mamdouh Elssbiay at the 2020 Arnold's Classics. Get to the chopper. I haven't done an Arnold impression in a little while, so I'll throw that out there. Maybe do another one a little bit later on in the video as it progresses, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, if Big Ramy, here's the front double bicep pose, if Big Ramy receives a special invite, and if there's a list of ifs, if he can make it into the country, things of that nature, makes it to the Olympia stage. Phil Heath is competing, so this may be the two versions that we see. And can Mamdouh, is he able to catch Phil Heath? As far as the quality of the legs are concerned, he does have the quality. The quality's there, but there's more flow. There's more better proportions for Phil's legs. Look at the calves. Big Ramy, he needs bigger set of calves, or I guess smaller quads, but that's, I guess, pretty ridiculous to think about that. There's a muscle separation in Phil Heath's arms, and even in the chest, guys, in the lats as well. It's just about levels here, and it appears Phil structurally is not beating Big Ramy, but as far as the muscle quality is concerned, he is beating Mamdouh Elssbiay, in my opinion. It's close, though. Now, the front lat spread, there is no conditioning edge or muscle separation that it would ever get Phil Heath an edge on this one against Big Ramy. Big Ramy. Wow, is he filled out nice. I just did a video on the best front lat spreads of all time, and Big Ramy was featured in that, and Phil Heath was not featured in that. I made Phil a little bit taller even than Ramy here, but he's standing up straight. He's holding his big old melon head up high. Melon. Definitely a big melon head here. Don't worry, Phil Heath is not going to listen to this. His feelings will not be hurt. Big Ramy holding his head down, and you can see at the shoulder level, Big Ramy is still a little bit bigger, but it has nothing to do with that. It's the lats, guys. The width of that clavicle, clearly an edge for Big Ramy. Let's turn to the side, and Philip does have good quality, for sure. Ramy has the shape. Look at the size of Big Ramy's legs there. Just fantastic. But Phil Heath, I noticed there is some Phil Heath side chest haters. And I guess I am accused of being a Ronnie Coleman side chest hater, and I guess that is the case. Ramy, from the calves to the quads here, winning in the leg department. I forgot to mention the calves, even from the side, Big Ramy winning. But it's the quality. Look at the pecs of Philip Heath, the doctor. There, I called him the doctor. His arms are much bigger than Big Ramy's as well. Anyway, guys, it is a case of quality over quantity. Let's see the side triceps. And this is a case where Philip Heath is just going to destroy Big Ramy. It's not even a question, guys. I actually think this side tricep of Phil Heath, one of his best. Just bulbous, striated. Not even a contest. Turn these athletes around, and there lies in the difference. This is all about levels, guys. Big Ramy, I'm going to throw this out here. I don't think Ramy's ever going to beat Phil Heath in the back department. You got to think, guys. Bodybuilders like Dorian Yates, guys like that, their backs improved. And that's like a Phil Heath. I mean, this back is every bit as good as any version of Phil Heath's. But anyway, there's no size in the world that's going to get Ramy an edge here. Look at the rear double bis, and it's the same story. And not to mention the flow of the legs with the calves. Just unbelievable for Phil Heath. Should I say Phil Heath is underrated? This 2018 version is underrated. Not too many bodybuilders that could defeat this version. Look at the thick lat insertions in compared with Big Ramy. Not much to speak of. Now compare Mamdouh with anybody else, and I mean, yes, this is not a bad back development. I mean, it's good. It's good. But this is Phil freaking Heath we're talking about. The doctor. the Dr. Phil Heath. But either way, guys, when you turn them back around, I think Ramy has an edge here. I think Ramy has an edge here for sure in the ab and thigh. He has a better midsection, I believe, a little bit smaller. Phil Heath, he's, I don't know, his conditioning's there. He just looks funny in this pose. Does he not? He just, not much flow. Nothing for aesthetics. Does nothing for me. Big Ramy, not the best, but definitely far from the worst. Let's look at the final pose of these two, and I guess I've already made my decision on this one, and I think you guys know where I stand and where I sit in this one. Big Ramy could easily get the victory in the most muscular. Look at the clavicle width. Just unbelievable. He's probably, aside from maybe a prime Jay Cutler, I don't know, maybe he's even wider. He could be the widest bodybuilder of all time. Big Ramy Mamdouh Elssbiay. And Phil, very narrow clavicle for sure, but he really fills that pose out with those big arms, actually dwarfing Ramy in that aspect. Here is the final pose in this one. Of course, we already did a most muscular. This is a crab for Phil Heath, and I guess a behind the back version for Big Ramy Mamdouh Elssbiay. And I don't like judging between these two versions of the most muscular. It's a different pose altogether. They should call for different versions of them and then add it up and see who's the best overall and the most muscular. But judging by this one, I have to say I am much more impressed by Big Ramy. Throws the abs in there as well. Looks like just a big hands on hips tank. And the legs as well. Fantastic job. But guys, Phil Heath, 2018 version is the winner in this comparison, and dare I say, he would definitely beat Big Ramy Mamdouh Elssbiay if they were to meet on the Olympia stage. Like I said, there is a list of ifs a mile long for Big Ramy able to compete at the Olympia, but it could happen, and he would still lose to the Doctor. But that's just my opinion, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Comment section below. Hit thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Let me know if I should make more videos of this nature. Anyway, guys, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and find me on Instagram as well and follow me there. Have a fantastic day.